Hi, I'm Raf Ejike. This presentation on breaking the cyber kill chain is a defensive approach on developing a multi-layered security strategy. I'll go over the sequential steps of an attack and provide defensive measures that can disrupt an attack. The cyber kill chain. The cyber kill chain, developed by Lockheed Martin, describes the 7 sequential steps of an attack. These include reconnaissance, weaponization, delivery, exploitation, installations, command and control, and actions on objectives. Breaking one step disrupts the entire attack. This presentation uses the NIST cybersecurity framework to propose defensive measures at each phase by aligning tools and strategies to each phase of the kill chain for layered security. Phase 1 Reconnaissance. This is the early stage of research, identification, and selection of the targets by the adversary. They start with the quiet, passive recon, followed by the slightly more noisy active reconnaissance. Some reconnaissance defense measures include removing sensitive data from job posting, press releases, or social medias that attackers could exploit. For example, avoid listing specific software versions or internal systems. Open ports can act as doors into your network. Disabling unnecessary ones reduces the attack surface, limiting avenues for probing. Honeypots mimic legit systems to attract attackers. Monitoring these can reveal attack techniques and intentions, allowing early detections. Malicious actors often use proxy servers and Tor to hide their IP addresses. Blocking these prevents access from suspicious sources. Conduct regular assessment of what's exposed externally. This helps to identify and fix vulnerabilities before attackers find them. Use tools like Recorded Future or Flashpoint to monitor for indicators that your organization is being targeted. Plant fake credentials in your environment. If attackers use them, it alerts the security team of suspicious activity. Phase 2 Weaponization. This is the phase of pairing remote access malware with exploits into a deliverable payload, for example, PDF or Microsoft Office files. Some weaponization defense measures include keeping software up to date to eliminate vulnerabilities attackers might exploit. Automating this ensures no updates are missed. Features like macros and browser plugins are common attack vectors. Disabling them removes opportunities for exploitations. Allow listing permits only approved applications to run on systems, blocking unknown or malicious programs. Modern EDR tools can detect and prevent exploit attempts by analyzing behavioral patterns. Regularly scan and assess your systems for weaknesses. Prioritize fixes based on risk and severity of identified issues. Phase 3 Delivery. This is the transmission of weaponized payload to target via either email attachments, affected website, or USB drives. The delivery defense measures include training employees to recognize phishing attempts and suspicious behavior. Use simulated phishing campaigns to test and improve awareness. Implement and configure SPF and DKIM. These standards verify emails and prevent domain spoofing, reducing phishing and spam. Block access to malicious websites and prevent DNS lookups to known bad domains. This is part of the secure web gateway solution. Disable USB ports on user devices and production servers. Encrypt communication to ensure attackers cannot intercept or modify data during delivery. Inspect incoming and outgoing emails for threats, filtering malicious content before it reaches users. Cloud access security brokers inject security controls that enforce your organization's security policy in the cloud. Phase 4 Exploitation. Once delivered, the weapons code is triggered, exploiting the vulnerable application or system using SQL injection, buffer overflow, or other means. The exploitation defense measures include using DEP to prevent code from running in memory regions marked as non-executable, hence thwarting certain types of attacks like buffer overflows. Use anti-exploit features found in advanced antivirus solutions that detect suspicious behavior patterns in software and blocks exploitation attempts. Sandboxing, where suspicious files are executed in an isolated environment to analyze their behavior. If they are malicious, they can't harm the network. Conduct regular pen testing, where ethical hackers simulate exploitation attempts to identify vulnerabilities before real attackers can. Protect web applications by filtering and monitoring HTTP traffic, blocking common exploits like SQL injection. Monitor for privilege escalation attempts in real time. Phase 5 installation. At this stage, the weapon installs backdoor on a target system, allowing persistent access via techniques like DLL hijacking. Installation defense measures include disabling PowerShell in Windows, limiting what attackers can do on compromised systems. EDR, continuously monitoring endpoints for suspicious activities, flagging and containing threats before they escalate. Behavior analytics to analyze patterns of user and entities' behavior, identifying deviations that could indicate compromise. Secure Boot ensures only trusted software is loaded during system startup, preventing attackers from installing malicious bootkits. Regularly audit startup programs to detect unauthorized additions, which are often used to maintain persistence. Hardening operating systems by disabling default services. Phase 6 Command and Control. At this phase, outside servers communicate with the weapons on the compromised system, providing hands on keyboard access inside the target's network. The command and control defense measures include network segmentation, dividing your network into segments to restrict the attacker's movement, making it easier to detect lateral movement. DNS filtering tools block access to malicious domain, preventing bots from contacting their command servers. Deep packet inspection that examines encrypted traffic to identify and block malicious activity hiding in the SSL TLS communications. Use anomaly detection in network traffic to flag unusual patterns. Add an extra layer of security by requiring time-sensitive codes for access, mitigating persistent control attempts. Use intelligent feeds to block IPs and domains associated with known command and control infrastructure. Phase 7 Actions and objectives. At this last stage, the attackers execute their goals. This could be lateral movement, intrusion of another target, or data exfiltration and destruction of data. The actions and objectives defense measures include DLP to monitor and block unauthorized attempts to transfer sensitive data outside the network. Zero Trust Security ensures every user, device, and session is authenticated and authorized, minimizing the impact of breaches. Behavioral analytics to detect anomalies. File integrity monitoring to detect unauthorized changes to critical files, alerting security teams to potential exploitation attempts. Encryption to protect sensitive files so that even if attackers access them, the data is unusable without the decryption keys. Outsource MDR services to provide continuous monitoring and incident response to mitigate damage quickly. So it takes only one good defense line to break the cyber kill chain. With the right combination of reactive security operations centers and the proactive measures of the cyber threat intelligence and general security awareness among employees, most attacks can be disrupted. Together, these elements create resilient defense strategies that can effectively protect against evolving cyber threats.